Hey, what's up guys, Combat Critique. In this video, I want to give my thoughts on why I think the fight between Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor has been rigged already by the UFC. So these two guys are the coaches of the Ultimate Fighter 31 which is going on currently, and at the end of the season the two coaches have to fight each other. So Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler will be fighting each other on the season finale of the Ultimate Fighter 31. I think that Michael Chandler has been bought by the UFC already to lose this fight and build the hype of Conor McGregor. So Conor McGregor in his last two fights has lost to Dustin Poirier, and this is not good for the UFC, for Dana White. And if you have a star like Conor McGregor, you want him to keep winning, or at least you know give really good fights where you have wars, and the fans will really look up to you if you have these wars, and not they'll not look up to you if you get finished and if you break your leg, or if you get dominated in the fashion that he got dominated by Dustin Poirier. So I think Dana White is really looking for people who, like Cowboy Cerrone, are on the verge of their retirement, and I think Michael Chandler really fits the bill for this. So if we look at Michael Chandler, he put out this tweet a long time ago, and it says he's not here for a long time, he's here for a good time. And this is something that we have heard Michael Chandler say a lot of times in the past. Since he has joined the UFC, he has been saying this line. I think what he really means is he's not here to get the belt, and he's here to make money. In the last few fights that we see of Michael Chandler, he has been displaying really low fight IQ, and he is fighting for the fans. I think that is because he knows that he will not be a champion in the UFC. He's already, I think, 35 years of age, and probably he'll retire in another year or two. So he knows that he'll not be a champion, but he wants to make as much money as possible. And this is an ideal guy for the UFC, for Dana White to get a hold of if they want to rig the fight, because they can easily give Michael Chandler $1 million and say that we'll give you this money if you lose to Conor McGregor via knockout in the first round. And I think Michael Chandler will do it. If we look at the rankings, and if we see what all guys the UFC or Dana White could have picked to take a dive against Michael Chandler, against Conor McGregor. So Islam will not do it because first of all he is the champion, and Conor McGregor will not get a championship fight after losing to Dustin Poirier twice in a row in his last two fights. Also Islam probably hates Conor McGregor, and if Dana White or UFC comes up to him that we are offering you $1 million to lose to Conor McGregor, he'll likely not take it, and he'll tweet about it and tell the world about it. So that will be very bad for the UFC and for Dana White. Let's talk about Charles Oliveira. So first of all, Charles Oliveira is a grappler, and I don't think he has the kind of fights or fan following that Michael Chandler has, especially in the US. So Michael Chandler is born and raised in the US. He knows English. Charles Oliveira doesn't know that. So also Charles Oliveira, I think, has a fight booked with Beneil Dariush. So these two are scheduled to fight each other. So I don't think they'll give it to Charles Oliveira. He is not that big of a draw in the division. His fights are good, they are exciting, but I think Michael Chandler is on a whole another level, and he can speak English. So Conor McGregor beating Michael Chandler will be better for the UFC and for Conor McGregor as well. Now Dustin Poirier has already beaten Conor McGregor twice in his last two fights, so I don't think they'll give it to him as well. Justin Gaethje, well, Justin is a client of Ali Abdelaziz, and if the UFC offers him money to take a dive against Conor McGregor, Ali will probably get to know, and he'll tweet. And imagine that Ali just tweeting that Dana White offered Justin Gaethje $1 million to take a dive against McGregor. That will really put a bad rep on Dana's name. So they'll not offer it to Justin Gaethje. Beneil Dariush again is not that big of a draw in the division, and Conor McGregor beating Beneil Dariush will not increase his popularity much, because Beneil first of all is not that popular, and also he has a fight scheduled with Charles Oliveira. So They'll not give it to him. Now we have Michael Chandler, who's the ideal candidate, born and raised in the US. He said he's not here for a long time, here for a good time. He's looking to make some money, and this is the best fight you can get. This is the red panty night for every UFC fighter. Getting a fight with Conor McGregor is the best thing you can do financially in the UFC. He Michael Chandler is getting that, and also career wise he is on the end of his career. I don't think anybody is believing that Michael Chandler will become a champion in the UFC. I don't think he'll ever become a champion. I think he knows this too. So he is just looking to get the most bang out of his buck, and this is really the fight. If you talk about Rafael Fiziev, well, Fiziev is not that popular. Same for Mateusz Gamrot. These two guys are young guys, and if Conor McGregor beats them, it does nothing for Conor McGregor because these two guys are not well known in the mainstream like Michael Chandler. So I think the UFC has picked the right person to get to pay him and tell him to lose to Conor McGregor, and Michael Chandler is really the right person. I don't think anybody else who will be given this opportunity to take a dive against McGregor and build his fan base, build his hype back to what it was back in 2017 or 2016. If you look at the odds of this fight, Conor McGregor is surprisingly a favorite at -153, and Michael Chandler, who has been the more busier fighter, is an underdog at +133. So this is a red flag for me. I think a lot of times when you have these fights rigged, it eventually leaks out between the people who are close to them and they start betting. I think we might be seeing that happening because otherwise I thought that Michael Chandler would have been a favorite, but instead Conor McGregor is a favorite. He has a 60.5% implied chance of winning this fight. So I think people close to these two guys have already gotten the hint that Michael Chandler will lose, and they are betting on Conor McGregor. So let's look at why I think Michael Chandler is the right person for this job. So Michael Chandler, since coming to the UFC, has 2 wins, one against Tony Ferguson where he knocked out Tony via front kick. This was a great KO, probably KO of the year. And before that, in his debut fight in the UFC, he beat Dan Hooker via TKO in the first round. This was also a great fight. And he has had 3 losses, one to Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira each. So all these 3 losses were great fights, and in the first round Chandler did really good against all these guys. Chandler is a really explosive guy. His first round is always great, and he most likely wins the first round. Even against Justin Gaethje, most of the judges gave the first round to Michael Chandler. Against Charles Oliveira, he knocked down Charles Oliveira in the first round at the end of the first round. So he really starts explosive. But if you look at his record, since coming to the UFC, he is 2-3 in his last 5 fights. So this is not a very good record. This is not a championship worthy contender. And Michael Chandler is also, I believe, 35 or 36 years old. So he is almost past his prime. Another year and he might probably retire. He might retire after losing to Conor McGregor. One other guy which I want to compare his record to is this person right here, Cowboy Cerrone. So Conor McGregor fought Cowboy and finished him in the first round. I think that fight was probably rigged as well. If you look at his record prior to fighting Conor McGregor, he lost to Justin Gaethje via TKO, lost to Tony Ferguson, and beat Ale Quinta, Alexander Hernandez, Mike Perry via armbar. Before that, he lost to Leon Edwards. So he was really 3-3 before fighting Conor McGregor. So really a 50-50 chance for this man right here. He was also nearing the end of his career when he fought Conor McGregor, and now he's not even in the UFC anymore. I think Cowboy is now retired. So again, a guy who's on the verge of retirement, who's not really going anywhere in his professional career. They chose him, and then Conor McGregor finished him via TKO, head kick and punches in the first round. I think something similar is gonna happen with Michael Chandler. He will take a dive and he'll probably get $1 million to lose in the first round. After this fight, he has had the red panty night, he has had the good time, and he'll probably retire with $1 million. I think the overall plan for this would be to have Conor McGregor beat Michael Chandler and then fight this man right here, Colby Covington, at 170. So the fight between Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor is taking place at 170 pounds, and Colby is also a 170 pounder. And in the recent interviews of Colby Covington, which he gave to Submission Radio, you can see that Colby is the type of guy who'll diss everybody, who'll talk trash about everybody, including Conor McGregor. He has talked a lot of trash about Conor McGregor in the past, but in his latest interview, you see that Colby is suddenly praising Conor McGregor and, you know, saying positive things. I think this is because the UFC and Dana White have told him that after Chandler, you are gonna get the fight, and so this is why I think they are giving him the title shot as well against Leon Edwards at 170. I think they ideally want to do this fight for the 170 pound welterweight championship, and this will be huge for UFC and Dana White, because keep in mind that while Conor McGregor has faded in the recent past, but he's still Conor McGregor. On his worst day, he still does more than 1 million buys. His pay-per-views sell really well, and just comparing the lowest selling pay-per-view of Conor McGregor, which was McGregor versus Cowboy, that did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, and the best selling pay-per-view of John Jones was John Jones versus DC2, and that I think did 950, so it could not cross 1 million buys. So Conor McGregor on his best day beats John Jones. Conor McGregor on his worst day beats John Jones on his best day. So this is the star power that we are talking about, and Dana White will do anything to keep Conor McGregor as their cash cow. I think they are paying Chandler to take a dive, and after that they'll probably hope that Colby gets the Leon fight and he beats Leon, gets the belt, and after he gets the belt, they will put Conor McGregor versus Colby, and both these guys are great trash talkers. The trash talk for this fight would be amazing. Colby will not back down, and you can one thing which I'm saying, why I'm saying this is because I think Colby in the recent interview with Submission Radio and at the press conference of UFC 286, he really started praising Conor McGregor, and this is something we don't see from Colby. He usually disses everyone, including female fighters, smaller fighters, fighters at a bigger weight class. Conor McGregor, even Dana White, he has talked trash about Dana White in the past too. So this sudden change in Colby's attitude, I think he knows that in the future he'll get that Conor McGregor fight. The UFC, Dana White probably have told him, so this is why. So these are my thoughts. I think Michael Chandler will probably lose via KO in the first round to Conor McGregor, just so that he can build Conor McGregor's hype and this man can become the star once again. These are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video.